Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to part 28 of my Criminal Empire Challenge. So, on this very blizzardy kind of day, we're joining the gang at the new gym club hangout. You may recognise this lot. It's actually Logan's old house. When Logan moved out to live with Jenny and Maya to protect them, I think Logan kind of owned the lot, but he didn't have a lot of assets. And when I moved Jenny and Logan into the new house, Alex subsidized that. And I've decided in my mind that that means that we kind of get this lot instead. Now, the lot value currently is 40,000 and change. I am actually going to deduct that money from our household funds. We do have enough, thankfully. And look, we've even got someone actually using the gym. He's a gym trainer, apparently. So I'll give you a quick tour. There's only actually one portion of this entire lot that is accessible to townies, which is this room. So it's not a lot. And we've got like a little treadmill. We've got a nice, friendly-looking little boxing punching bag thing there. We've got a little workout machine there. We've got another punching bag over here. And that's it. This is the publicly accessible part of this gym. It's not a lot. This is a club hangout area. I actually do need to lock this for everyone but the fixers? Yes. No one's actually gone in here yet, have they? Let me just confirm I haven't just locked someone in. Oh, I have. There's a bear here! Hang on a second. This is the club hangout area. So it's the top. Like, there's a nice little couple of little lookout spots where, you know, the gang could sit and watch the street and keep an eye out. We've got kind of game area. So we've got a ping pong table, we've got a foosball table, a little picnic spot. It's pretty bare bones at the moment. There's also a basketball hoop, but it was quite expensive to build because of the materials used. Like, I stripped that lot way back. It was worth probably twice this amount, and I stripped it way back, but it's still quite an expensive lot. Oh, look, Carissa's shown up to the gym. I don't know, but I've got a problem because Devin is here and he's in my locked area because I hadn't locked it yet. So he's come in to talk to Cowrie. Well, I'm going to have to actually unlock this for now till I can get them out. Okay, I think I did it. I think I got everyone out. So the gym trainer is currently running around in his shorts and he's going to freeze to death. He does look like he could fit in as someone we hired. Dude, put some clothes on. Seriously. We'll put him in his winter... Oh, is he in his winter wear? Gosh. I didn't realise how crowded this gym area was going to be. I mean, I should probably have. My thought was that I was going to charge people for accessing the gym. So, like, when people show up, so we've got Valerie, we've got Mo, we've got... Lex is also a bear. Why are all these bear people here and no, my Sims aren't doing anything about it? That's so annoying. So come in here and we're going to insult her. And actually, I should probably not have him pick on her. I'll have him pick on one of the men. I feel like Ashley is more likely to go after Lex because she will consider that fair game. Yeah, there's no toilet on this lot that's accessible. Sorry. I am going to put like a public toilet outside, but I haven't yet. What was his name? Devin. We fought with Devin before. Is that Devin there? It is. He's freezing to death. He may actually freeze to death. That'd be very convenient for Alex, actually. Because Alex is like, Mo and Alex now despise each other. What? What did you do to her? Oh, did you try and pick her pocket? She's not even someone I wanted to pick a fight with. Right. Ashley beat the snot out of Lex. That's good. Now you can leave. Go away. Can I say go away? You're gonna come to my club hangout. You gotta expect what you get, lady. Go away. There we go. Alright, so I was thinking I'd charge 10 simoleons per non-club member. Obviously Lex won't pay, but we've got Valerie, Kiyoshi, we had Cowrie, although she took one look and then left. Oh, Cassidy's here. I think Ashley's going to be like, oh, she hasn't even met Cassidy. She should have. Cassidy has been over, like, a while ago. Cassidy came over. Was it for a Harvest Fest or something? All right, so she's going to try and play nice with Cassidy. Cassidy is looking very, like, awkward about the whole situation because she's like, just seen this lady beat someone up. I will fix this guy. I swear I will. I'll give these guys maybe 30 simoleons to cover all of the randoms that came in and used the gym equipment, because this is actually operating as a very dodgy business. Still a business, but, very dodgy one. Yeah, the gang's basically like settling into their new hangout. The bears have obviously attempted, with Lex and Devon showing up, they've attempted to muscle the gang out of like claiming this space, but we've driven them off victorious, so that's awesome. Very proud of that. Oh, and now I'm just going to deduct 40. I know it was 40 and a bit, but I'm just going to deduct 40. So we'll go money 19 4 5 3, except I apparently can't spell. Oh no, I can. Well, there you go. So there you go. Lily and Alex actually own this lot, we're going to say. And I will give them... Actually, I should have done it at the same time. 19, 4, 8, 3 for the people who actually came and used... Oh, Alex won the ping pong. For the people who came and used the gym equipment, So Alex is up here working out when he notices a car go screaming past, and they throw something out the window. The object they threw came launched over these car wrecks that are there, smashed through this window, and has smashed into our stove and broken it. Now, I won't lie, I was trying to start an actual fire, but for whatever reason, the cheat's not working. So, we're just lucky, I guess. So Lily is a little bit alarmed by this. Obviously, Alex comes tearing down the ladder. So she's like gonna, I'm not gonna say repair. So she's gonna go here, and I'm gonna have Alex go here as well. I don't know where Ashley's gone. Oh, sweetie, that's not a good place to sleep. You'll freeze to death out there. Anyway, I will take her home in a sec. But he's going to give her a hug. It's like, obviously that was a bit alarming for her. So he's like, it's okay, honey. And she's like, oh, I know it's okay. Fix the stove. So she's mad. She's like really, really mad. Not at him. She's like, those people, I'm going to make them pay for that. They made me jump and they broke my window on my brand new gym. How dare. So he's fixed the stove, and I will just get him to scavenge for parts real quick while she goes to the bathroom. And then I'm going to take my Sims home. The rest of the gang can stay here if they want. But poor Ashley's fallen asleep in the snow, which isn't great. So we'll take her home. But obviously the bears know where we are and have, they attempted to muscle us out of this space. I have to admit, I didn't think that they would all show up en masse like that. I didn't think they'd find this place so quick. And yet they did. Oh, by the way, I did add in a little shower toilet over here because I realized I hadn't deleted this robotics station that was sitting here, which was worth 880. So I told myself this is actually debug and was free. But I'm like, that pays for a toilet block, doesn't it? It's got like flies. This is the one the debug item that comes with Outdoor Retreat. Look, it's got bugs hanging around it. It's so gross. Ultimately, we will make this place, nicer. But for now, I'm going to take these three home. Lily has a plan on her mind. So it's a little bit later. She doesn't sleep a lot. So Alex has gone to bed, but she's a girl on a mission. She's got a plan. She's like, you know what? Those guys who mess with me, I'm going to mess with them. She knows their street address. She knows where their house is. So what she's actually doing is she's hacking the local utility company. She's hacking is it the Land Grab Energy Company? I can't actually remember the name of it, which is ridiculous because I get bills from them every week. But she's hacking the Land Grab Utility Company, and she's actually... At first she's contemplating, well, do I just make it so, it looks like they haven't paid their bills when they have? But then she's like, got an even better idea, and she logs in the system and marks the computer database. She marks their lot as having had a disconnection request. So they'll get completely disconnected from all their utilities. And given the way utilities companies work, obviously it takes time to re-establish these things. So she's basically hacking it so that the bear's house is off the grid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the lots and put the off-the-grid trait on it. So none of their appliances will work. Their computers won't work anymore. It will make it very hard for them to retaliate digitally because they won't have electricity. So that is Lily's devious plan. I think she is an evil genius, and I think Alex, frankly, does not realise how wonderful she is. Now, Jason just got a phone call. It's like 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. He just got a phone call from Cassidy. And she's like, Jason, I need to see you. So he's like, well, sure, come over. Why don't you come over to my place? I just got out of bed. Like, so why don't you come over here? And she's like, yeah, all right. I'll be there soon. So Cassidy is going to head over because she has obviously seen a lot of stuff and wants to talk to him. So Jason's just getting himself ready real quick because he has not been up for a while. He's like, quick, she's on her way over. I've got to get changed. Why are you? Oh, you're thinking about a fire. I mean, I'm going to choose to imagine she's thinking about the fire that happened to Maya as opposed to the fire that happened right here on Winterfest, which the dog is clearly keeping an eye on. But anyway, all right, so he's gotten dressed and he's going to come downstairs and she should be here by now. Yep, she is. All right, so he's going to have a deep conversation with her. Oh, who's been kicking my bin? I think we know who, don't we? I think I'm going to get Ashley to come out here and clean all this up because that is her job. She is our maid. I'm sorry, Ashley, but it's true. She's like, hey, you. And Cassidy's like, hi. Awkward smile. So they're coming out here. He's like, nice little private corner of the garden. Let's have a chat. And she's looking very, very sad. She's like, and he's like, hey, what's the matter? And she's like, I went to check out the new gym last night. And he's like, oh, because obviously he knows about it. So I saw your aunt beating up a member of the Bears. I saw them like hurling abuse at the other people. And are you a member of a gang? And he's like, well, sort of, not really, sort of. And she's like, what do you mean sort of, not really, sort of? And he's like, well, my dad is kind of associated with a group called the Fixers. You probably haven't heard of them. And she's looking really shocked. She's like, I have heard of them, Jason. She's like, well, I kind of do some work for him. Like, I'm not a member of the gang, but I kind of do stuff with them and stuff. I mean, he's my dad, like, she's like, this isn't going to work, Jason. He's going to try a bold pickup line. He's like, but I really like you, Cassidy. What do you mean it's not going to work? Like, please don't hold my family's background against me. And she's like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand, Jason. So we'll see how this kiss goes. I mean, she does clearly like him. So that's cute. So she's starting to walk away. She's like, it's not going to work. And so he's like, what do you mean it's not going to work? Of course it's going to work. Don't hold my family against me. She's like, will you hold my family against me? He's saying, well, what do you mean? And she's like, Jason, I'm not a member of the Bears, but my sister is, my older sister, and I love her very much. Your father is fighting with people who my sister is like allied with. Your family is fighting my family. How on earth can we be a couple? Now, he's very shocked by all of that. He's like, what do you mean? You can't be in the Bears. She's like, I'm not in the Bears. In the same way that you're not in the Fixers. He's like, do you do work for them? And she's like, well, I work at the bar that they own. That's where my cafe barista job is. Like, my sister got me a job there. I needed work. She got me a job. So I kind of work for them. I really like you, Cassidy. Why? This sucks. Why do we have to let our families get in between us? And she's giving him a hug and she's like, well, I don't see an alternative. Like, if you and I get together, it's 100% gonna cause issues for both of us. Like, how do we make it work? Like, your family's not gonna want you dating a member or a adjacent person who's adjacent to the Bears, and my family is not gonna want me dating someone who's in the Fixers. So he's like, don't leave. Please don't leave. So I'm going to have them, he's going to say, look, come up to my room and we'll have I want them just to sit and talk. Okay, so she's actually left. She basically said, no, it's not going to work, and then left. Despite the fact that they just became best friends. And they're deeply connected, and he adores her. And they're close, and. Okay, I'm going to have Jason try and track her down. I don't think he would take no for an answer on that one. So, well, he should. Obviously, you know, nothing's going to happen without her consent. But he's sitting here quietly having a New Year's Eve drink. And Ashley's coming and she's like, what's the matter? What's the matter, nephew? She's basically going to compliment him and try and make him feel better because she can tell that he's feeling a little bit upset. And he's like, look, it's nothing. It's nothing. Girl problems. she's like, yeah, you know, I hear you. You know, I hate it when I have girl problems. So they're having a nice little chat. But he's not obviously telling her anything. So I'm going to have him just go to the bathroom real quick because there's getting to be a bit of a bathroom situation. And then he's actually going to start like calling Cassidy and being like, come on, we have to talk. So I brought them to a burger joint. He's texted her basically saying, please, can we just talk? And she's like, okay, fine. So he's gone to request a table. So we're going to order for the table. I will order food for both of them and then they're going to have a chat. I'm hoping this will keep them still. So we'll get a couple of cream colas and we'll get... Now, he is a vegetarian. I need to remember that. He's not super hungry. I'll get him a cheesy bread and I will get her like a burger or something. He's not the kind of vegetarian that would insist other people not eat stuff in front of him. So he's going to get that. Attractiveness alert. Yes, he is very attracted to Cassidy. So he's going to ask her for reassurance. Do you think I treat you well? I'm going to say well, not good. And she's like, yeah, you do treat me well. Can you calm down, dude? Like, oh, he's got the paranoid trait. So Jason is saying, look, Cassidy, I really like you. You have to know that I really like you. You have to have figured it out by now. And she's like, Addison followed us here. I came to check on you, Jason. That's kind of creepy, Addison. I'm just saying. He's saying, look, there has to be a way that we can make this work. You know, I really like you. And she's like, look, I did pick up that vibe, but I don't see an option here. Okay? I just don't see an option here because your family and my family hate each other. My sister works for someone who would kill your parents if he got hold of them. He hates them so much. And on top of everything else, Jason, that dog you've got. Okay, she's had to stop talking because the server's just come up. And he's like, here's your food. So I'll get him to sit down and eat. Eat your cheesy bread. You're hungry. So she's like, that dog that you've got, I saw it as I was leaving. Do you know where your dad got that dog or where your family got that dog? And he's like, no, Dad just brought it home one day. She's like, yeah, he stole it. He stole it from Shark. He's like, who's Shark? Shark's the head of the bears, Jason. Oh my God. If you are going to be a member of a gang that, like, is at war with some people, you should probably know who the people are that you're at war with. Shark is vicious, and he owned that dog, and your dad has stolen that dog. And Jason's like, is that why you've been so sad? And she's like, well, I liked Dusty. He's a good boy. And then I thought he ran away. That's why I was sad. He's obviously feeling awful. He's like, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't know. Dad stole it. I just thought he brought it home for my sister. And she really loves that dog. Like, it would break her heart if we had to give it back. Like, she doesn't know it was stolen. Cassidy's like, look, do you see the problem with us being a couple? Like, I don't see how we make it work. And he's like, we could just not tell anybody, okay? Like, my family... Hang on, what was that? I always see a future with you, Jason. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Okay, I'm going to have him do some romantic interactions and we'll see how it goes. Especially because they're finished eating now. But he's flirting with her and she's definitely up for it. He's like, look, I know it doesn't make sense, Cassidy. I know it's probably a bad idea. But I really like you. Clearly she really likes him too. So he's going to ask her to be his girlfriend. He's like, just don't tell your family. She's like, well, I don't see how we make it work, but I can try. And then a little Addison's walked through and given him a very knowing look. I think Addison knows more than Jason does, honestly. I think she is more clued into what is going on between the Fixers and the Bears than him. He has been quite oblivious to the whole thing. We will make it work. I don't know how, but we will. So, why is Lily calling? Hey honey, it's Mum. When are you going to come visit? I put all my love and effort into raising you. You can at least drop by once in a while and tell your dear Mum that you'd love her. I'll visit you later. Okay then. I mean, we live in the same house, Mum. Don't be so needy. I'm just saying, I'm out on a date with my girlfriend that I'm not supposed to tell you about. Obviously, Lily, Alex, and Ashley know about Cassidy. They have seen her around. He's brought her over, introduced her as someone he was clearly interested in. They kind of know about her, but obviously they don't know her connections and stuff. Cassidy cannot tell. Like, she could not tell her family about Jason. So the whole keep it a secret thing is really more on her than on him. Despite everything, Jason is actually feeling really happy with himself. He's got, you're supposed to be going home. Go home. That's why he's got a bounce in his step, because even though he knows it's not logical, despite everything, he really, really likes her. And he's determined that he's going to find a way to make it work. So that's, I mean, it's cute, but anyway, I'm going to end this part here, you guys. I'll take these Sims home, get their needs sorted, and have them do New Year's resolutions just to, like, tick those boxes so they don't get mad at me. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. I'd love to hear what you think of everything that's going on at the moment, especially the Jason Cassidy situation. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.